Hey, thanks for stopping by. Today I want to go over a subject that affects a lot of people, especially if you own a ThunderMax. All right. And it's something that you probably already know, but you don't know you know it. So let me go over something very important with you. Stay right there. All right. So the ThunderMax is basically a computer, like literally a computer, like your desk computer type thing. Although it's not a desk computer, but it's a computer. And computers require a power supply to keep the voltage steady so that when we use the computers, they act like we want them to. It's the same thing with a ThunderMax. If your charging system or your battery is not up to par, the ThunderMax is going to act a little weird on you. I've seen it happen dozens of times. A weak battery, bike doesn't run just right, gives you problems starting, all kind of things. So today I'm going to cover proper battery maintenance for your ThunderMax, and I'm actually it's time for me to put a new battery in mine, so I'm going to change the battery out and give you a couple tips here and there. So I'm going to get started. So each bike's going to be a little bit different. This is a 19 Road King, so the battery is underneath the seat. These half-inch bolts, you guys know about these. Just holds down the bracketry. And this unit pops right out. Notice how there's not a bunch of wires in here. Don't look like a can of worms when you open it up. It's that way for a reason. I don't like a bunch of wires everywhere. I've opened these bikes up in the past and literally you can't get to the battery. It just takes forever. Touch one thing and 5 things get disconnected. So you guys be mindful when you do your LEDs and your audio and all that stuff. Just kind of being mindful of what you're doing down there. Go ahead and take the battery loose. I'll show you a little trick I learned in WW2. All right. Actually, Tyler, that used to work for me, showed me this trick. And I don't know where he learned it. It doesn't matter. But this is an old seat strap. They're very strong. And if you screw that old seat strap to the battery, you don't have to screw it down tight. Just like that. It makes a great tool for lifting the battery out. Look at that. Really easy. Okay, so this time I chose to go with a lithium battery in the bike. I don't have audio on this thing, and if you're an audio guy, this probably isn't the battery for you. But this battery does have 800 cold cranking amps. It weighs basically nothing. I can pick it up with one hand. All right, so you're going to save some weight. And it also has a voltage meter right on the top of it. And that's my choice. I think these things retail somewhere around $229, $230. But there'll be a link down below where you could get a discount. But this would be my choice for saving weight and keeping that ThunderMax the way it should be. So let's get this one installed. And unlike before, I can set this down with one hand. Look how simple that was. Just like that. All right, now let's get it connected back. So positive first. And the reason for that is if there's no ground going to the battery, I could touch any metal part by accident that I wanted to and it wouldn't short the screwdriver out or whatever. So ground is always last during an installation. All right, now shows 13.3. Okay, let's get everything put back in place here, just like that. Just like that, and we'll put our 1/2-inch screws back in place. It was just that easy to install it. Now let's see if everything pops on just like it's supposed to. Make sure it's in neutral, and we'll fire it up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hook my bike up to the ThunderMax, and we'll do some checking around in here, see how the charging system's operating. I'm sure it's operating just fine, but let's check it anyway. So the first thing that we always do is we come up here to map editing and we read. Pull the information out of the bike and put it on the computer. All right, I haven't been in here in a while, so I probably need to do an auto map. Let's see if there's any green cookies. Yeah, there's a few. Not many, but there's a few. All right, so before I fire this thing up, I'm going to go ahead and do what's called an auto map. It's different than auto tune. Auto map. All right, that's just going to write what it's already learned. Okay, so let's go in here and we're going to monitor this thing. I want to check the charging system. What we're looking for here is the battery voltage. Okay, it's sitting at 12.9. So let's fire this thing up. Okay, it's charging at 14 volts, which is good. We don't really have a problem at all, but I'm going to go ahead and let this thing do an idle tune just because I'm already here. So I'm just going to go ahead and let it do its thing to up to 180 degrees, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. All right, as you can see, the charging is going right up to where it should be. It's a really good battery. I recommend it, especially if you have a ThunderMax. It's really going to make things perform like they should. All right, we've reached 180 degrees, and I don't see any problems at all with this battery or my charging system. So let's put the seat back on, and I'll be right back. So if it's time for you to change your battery and you have a ThunderMax, consider going with the Tycool. 800 cranking amps, lightweight, easy to install. A battery can make a difference. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Steve Carr, and I'll talk to you later.